Daniels. The time now is 4:30 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. We are starting off with this very large, impressive storm system. You can see this band of showers and storms is gliding through not only Tennessee, but across portions of the deep south and even the Tennessee River Valley, closer to Kentucky and even West Virginia, looking at quite the lightning show as that warm front continues to drift to the northeast. And for our friends farther to the southwest of us, including portions of Texas and Oklahoma, we're talking about the potential for a few tornadoes, large-sized hail, and even destructive wind gusts. That's going to be the case today for our friends farther southwest. But for us, we are going to be seeing some of those prefrontal rain showers throughout the day, especially this morning. As we head into the afternoon, the chance for rain actually starts to dwindle, especially as you head home from work and as the kids are getting dropped off from the bus. But as we take a look at your temps, we are going to be warming up into the lower 60s right around noon today, and then mid-60s by 2 to 3 o'clock this afternoon. Here's a glance at Futurecast. These showers are going to roll in throughout the morning, likely arriving by mid to late morning with some pockets of dry time here and there. By the 4 o'clock hour, a lot of this starts to wind down, and then we are looking at a mostly dry evening. A few pop-up showers are not out of the question, mostly to the northwest of the Baltimore Metro, getting into the later parts of tonight. But then into your Wednesday, this is when things get really interesting, a little bit more active. We will start the day off with extra clouds and also some rain chances, which could hinder the potential for severe thunderstorms during the afternoon and evening. But you want to stay on guard from noon tomorrow through 8 to even 9 o'clock. That's when we could experience some of those hefty thunderstorms, especially towards the evening, if we do get, in fact, enough sunshine poking through those clouds. So the Storm Prediction Center has a really good chunk of the region under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk, with damaging winds, hail, and even an isolated tornado all fair game. And we desperately need the rain. We could be seeing some pockets of heavy downpours at times, a half inch to an inch of rain. That can't be ruled out across central Maryland when it's all said and done. But then later this week, temps drop a little bit. A few showers are possible on your front. Just Stevie Daniels. The time now is 4:45 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your Super 7-day forecast. Today is going to feel a little bit cooler than yesterday as we have more clouds. That is going to help our temps, or keep our temps rather, in the mid-60s during the day today as the kids head home from school. You will encounter some spotty showers out there this morning, likely arriving after sunrise and then persisting throughout the first half of the day. But as the kids get dropped off from school this afternoon, the shower chances will start to dwindle, leaving us with a mostly dry evening. We only fall into the low 50s tonight, but into your Wednesday, we have the potential for a few strong to severe thunderstorms that could produce some strong damaging wind gusts, some large hail. These are going to be the top concerns. I wouldn't rule out an isolated tornado. Again, it just really depends on how much sunshine that we see. If we manage to break up some of those clouds, allowing for that sunshine to poke through, that's going to help provide more instability, which will help fuel these thunderstorms to really take off. But then we have a high of 65 degrees on your Thursday, keeping temps in the 60s pretty much throughout the rest of this week, but looking a little bit drier for your Thursday. A few spotty showers can't be ruled out for Friday, but then Daniels, the time now is 5:01 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at current conditions. Right now we have many clouds hovering over the Baltimore Metro. Skies are looking a little bit clear though, right around Middle River, even closer to Westminster. This is the reason why we're starting off feeling a little bit cooler compared to yesterday and looking at mostly clear skies around our eastern suburbs, up and down the eastern shore. This is allowing for radiational cooling to take form this morning. So this is the reason why Centerville and places like Chestertown starting off in the lower 40s this morning compared to downtown Baltimore, where we are seeing many clouds lingering overhead. But not only dealing with some clouds, we also have some showers on the horizon, likely gracing the skies this morning. A lot of this activity is expected to arrive by mid to late morning, and this will persist throughout the first half of the day into about mid-afternoon. And then we start to see rain chances dwindling as we approach the 4 to 5 o'clock hour. But this storm system is likely going to bring not only Stevie Daniels. The time now is 5:12 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. We are starting off with a wide view of satellite and radar. Radar is showcasing this band of thunderstorms that's marching southeastward. You can see quite the lightning lightning show happening pretty much all across the state of Tennessee. Even if thunderstorms are popping up across portions of the deep south, this rain is also extending further north into places like Pennsylvania, western New York, and Michigan, also getting in on some of that rain, even Canada. But that storm system, it is really impacting a lot of the region this morning, especially for our friends farther south and west. Throughout the day today, not only is there chance for some large size hail, but also destructive wind gusts for areas highlighted in yellow, even in orange, and areas like Little Rock and even down towards Dallas, northern Louisiana could also get in on a few tornadoes today. That's how intense those thunderstorms can be. But for us here closer to home in central Maryland, we will start to see some of those showers ahead of the cold front develop this morning by mid to late morning. So by 8 to even 9 o'clock, we'll see some showers roll through from west to east. And this is going to persist throughout about the middle part of the afternoon before rain chances dwindle later today as you head home from work, as the kids are heading home from school. We do have those spotty rain chances expected today. Not as much sunshine compared to yesterday. So hopefully you had a chance to get outside yesterday and soak up all that sun. But here's a glance right around their way through. But then things start to dry out by 4 to 5 o'clock in the evening. Mostly dry skies is expected as we head closer to midnight before more active weather approaches the region heading into your Wednesday. So right around lunchtime and beyond throughout about sunset, that's the time frame when you need to be on guard. We could be dealing with the chance of a strong storm or two producing strong damaging wind gusts, large hail, and even an isolated tornado. All of these factors are going to be fair game tomorrow. This is the reason why the Storm Prediction Center has placed a good chunk of the region under a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. This is why a lot of the area is highlighted in that green color. And then this green color indicates that we'll be dealing with some beneficial rain out of it. About a ½ inch to an inch can't be ruled out when it's all said and done. Behind that front, temps will drop slightly, drying things out briefly on Thursday. Good thing. Rain is the good thing. We desperately need it. We're suffering from severe drought concerns across much of central Maryland, so we are welcoming this rain with open arms. Right now, it's falling clutter, so it looks like the radar beam is actually hitting the base of certain clouds. So right now, it looks like we are dry across central Maryland, but if you look back off towards the west, we are definitely dealing with some of those light to even moderate rain showers sliding into Garrett County this morning. I do expect this moisture to get here within the next hour or so, so we will be seeing this rain as we approach sunrise, and it's going to build in from west to east. This morning, we're starting off a little bit all over the place in the temperature department. The 50s out west, but then sitting in the upper 30s and the lower 40s up and down the eastern shore. Centerville, you guys have dropped to 39, 41 in Easton, and 41 degrees in Haverty Grace. Today is going to feel a little bit cooler than yesterday. We also have more clouds to talk about, so that's going to help keep our temps capped mostly in the 60s as we head into the afternoon. And dealing with these spotty showers throughout the first half of the day, I'll time it all out for you coming up in my full forecast. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Stevie.
Well, you know what also occurs during the springtime? We have spring storms, and a lot of this convection is happening across portions of the deep south. This is really filing through the eastern half of Tennessee and also Kentucky. Look at all of these lightning strikes being detected, even across northern Georgia and Alabama, Mississippi as well. It's about to edge into the Carolinas and Virginia. We're also seeing some of the rain associated with that system here closer to home across the state of Maryland. The bulk of it, though, is set up mostly to the west of us, right around the mountains in Garrett County, and now it's slowly starting to track eastward this morning into Cumberland and down towards Kaiser. But a lot of this activity is going to enter the area over the next couple of hours, so we should be seeing some of these showers roll through by 8 o'clock this morning. And then this is going to persist throughout your lunchtime and also until about the middle part of the afternoon. By dinner time, a lot of this activity should pretty much be out of our hair, but with all the clouds in place, even that rain-cooled air, that is going to help keep us a little bit cooler than normal, definitely cooler than yesterday, with most areas only reaching the mid-60s. But by 4 to 5 o'clock, a lot of this activity winds down. The shower chance really dwindles during this time. And then we are still going to hold on to plenty of clouds, which will help keep our temps pretty much stagnant in the upper 40s to the lower 50s as we wake up tomorrow. So we will be starting off on a milder note, but also dealing with plenty of clouds throughout the morning and then even some of those rain showers as well. The day tomorrow is going to be a little bit more active as the core of this system starts to track into the region. So you need to be on guard between the hours of noon and through 8 to even 9 o'clock in the evening. That's going to be the time frame for these showers and storms to travel through from west to east. Some of these could pack a punch, producing some heavy downpours at times, strong damaging winds, even some large hail. I wouldn't rule out an isolated tornado. The Storm Prediction Center does currently have us in a 2% tornado risk. That is very low, but that basically means that the tornado threat is not zero. If we do break up these clouds a little bit, that's going to help that sun poke through, and that's going to help heat the ground, allowing for more instability. So we're going to be tracking that very closely for you, but just have a way to receive your weather alerts straight to your phone just in case if severe weather does strike. But we could get in about a ½ inch to an inch of rain. This is actually beneficial. This is going to be throughout your Wednesday, and then into your Thursday we start to dry things out. Your 7-day, not bad baseball weather. This morning we are tracking some showers that are making their way into the western half of the state and also falling across northern Virginia right now, traveling through West Virginia. A lot of this activity is focused right around Garrett County, and it's slowly starting to progress eastward. It's actually moving a little bit swiftly, moving at about 20 to even 30 miles per hour. But taking a glance at your temps this morning, we're starting off in the 40s and 50s, but as this rain moves in, it's actually going to help keep us on the cooler side. We have that rain-cooled air. We also have plenty of clouds on tap for today, so the kids will definitely want the rain jacket before they head out to school. It looks like these showers roll in by 8 to even 9 o'clock this morning, persisting throughout the middle part of the afternoon. And here's a look at our highs today. Yesterday, most of us were right around 70 degrees. Today, a little bit cooler, a few degrees cooler, with most numbers reaching the mid 60s this afternoon. But some active weather approaches the area tomorrow. I'll lay out more details in my full forecast. Christy? Good morning, everyone. We have temps starting off in the 40s and 50s out there. A little bit cooler across the eastern shore. Look at Cecilton and Denton, both sitting in the upper 30s this morning, getting a little bit more of that winter-like feel. But the farther west you go from the Chesapeake Bay, that's where temps are starting off a little bit more mild. And as we head into the afternoon, we keep temps a little bit below average today. So hopefully you had a chance to get out yesterday to soak up all that sunshine and also to enjoy the 70-degree weather, because today we're going to be slightly cooler because of all the clouds and also that rain-cooled air. I would tell the kids to grab the rain jacket before they leave the house this morning. I know they're probably about to leave the house at this moment. They will want to bring the rain jacket with them because during lunchtime and also for the bus ride home, there will be some showers falling from the sky. But the intensity of the rain really lightens up this afternoon. We will be seeing some of that rain push into central Maryland right around the middle part of this morning through about mid-afternoon, all being driven by this cold front that you can see it's draped very close to Ohio, traveling through not only Kentucky or also down towards Indiana, but you can see quite the lightning show across parts of the deep south where severe weather is potentially going to occur today. Not only dealing with the chance for some hail down farther southwest, but also a few tornadoes and even some strong damaging wind gusts. But looking at radar a little bit closer to home, there's some heavy rain that's actually falling right around northern Virginia and even out towards the mountains, waking up to a pretty wet start. We'll be seeing some of this rain edge into the area as we approach 7 to even 8 o'clock this morning. It is going to move in from west to east, sticking around throughout right around lunchtime, even a little bit beyond that. By 4 to 5 o'clock, it should be out of our hair. So by first pitch, 6:35, we're looking to be in the clear from this rain. Those rain chances really start to dwindle, but this is all ahead of our next storm system that is going to bring us some much needed rain. We're talking about widespread, potentially heavy rain at times. The flooding concern is looking to be rather low given the fact that we are so dry out there. But then we could also be seeing not only some damaging wind gusts, but also some of these storms that travel through the region tomorrow could contain not only heavy rain, but also some hail. Damaging winds will be a top concern. An isolated tornado is also fair game. So we have all modes of severe weather on the table for tomorrow. We just have to break apart some of those clouds, which may be hard to do that as we are going to be starting off with plenty of cloud cover and rain showers throughout the morning. About a ½ inch to an inch of rain, that can't be ruled out when things are all said and done. I am tracking severe and even moderate drought concerns across central Maryland into our westernmost communities as we approach the tail end of the morning commute. So by mid to late morning, we'll start to see some of this rain file in. And then heading into early afternoon, we could see a few spotty showers, but the chance for rain this afternoon begins to dwindle as we deal with a brief dry period between the main events. So we have the threat for some strong to severe storms taking place tomorrow as the core of the system swings through. So we have a warm front lifting tomorrow, which will bring us more clouds and also some rain chances. But then into the afternoon, that's when things could get a little bit louder, a little bit more intense. Damaging wind and hail will be the main concerns. An isolated tornado also fair game. The Storm Prediction Center does have us in a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for the entire area. So the time frame to be on guard tomorrow will be between noon and 8 o'clock in the evening. And then Thursday, trending a little bit drier with a high temperature of 65 degrees. Winds will be a little bit breezy. A few showers on Friday, but then this weekend is looking mostly rain-free. Daniels, the time now is 6:49 on this Tuesday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. We are starting off on a mostly dry note, but seeing these clouds begin to filter in over downtown Baltimore. We were seeing some sun earlier this morning, but you can see it's way back off along the horizon, off in the distance. We have those clouds gradually increasing ahead of this line of rain showers. That's progressing eastward this morning. It's still traveling through the western portion of the state, and it's edging very close to Hagerstown. We will be seeing some of these showers clip our western suburbs as we head into the next couple of hours. So you might be dodging some of these raindrops if you're heading out to work right around 9, 10, even 11 o'clock this morning. Here's a glance at the wider view. The culprit for these showers is actually this storm system that's really focused, the center of it just to the north of Wisconsin. And a lot of this convection is really taking place, producing some severe weather across parts of the deep south through the Tennessee River Valley, even around the deep south region, across northern Mississippi, Alabama, and also Georgia. We'll be getting in on some of that rain throughout this morning and also as we head into early afternoon, but then late afternoon, we dry things out. Our shower chances are going to dwindle, but because of all the clouds that we're going to be seeing today, that is going to help keep our temps pretty much capped in the mid 60s. So falling a little bit short of average. We're typically supposed to be around the lower 70s for this time of year in late April. But by dinner time, if you're heading out to the O's game, first pitch is at 6:35 as we take on the Astros. Conditions are looking a lot drier by this time, so we're looking at a mostly dry evening, dealing with those clouds still kind of sticking around as we head into the overnight. And then Wednesday's weather is looking a little bit more wild. We have these showers and storms likely moving through right around lunchtime and beyond, sticking around throughout about 8 to 9 o'clock in the evening. That's the time frame. That's the severe weather window when you want to stay weather aware. Have a way to receive your weather alerts because these storms that glide through could contain some strong gusty winds and even some heavy downpours. I wouldn't even rule out some large sized hail. The threat for a tornado is looking to be low, but it's not zero. So this is the reason why I included it on this map. This shows you that we will be under that level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for the bulk of central Maryland. So an isolated strong storm or two, not out of the question for tomorrow between noon and 9 o'clock in the evening. And then we're going to get some beneficial rain out of it, which is very good news, about a ½ inch to an inch. We dry things out behind